A wide, peaceful shot of the pond with trees surrounding it. Mimi, the cat, is sitting on a high tree branch, looking down at the water with curiosity. Action. The camera slowly zooms in on Mimi as she stretches and yawns, her tail lazily swaying, showing she is comfortable but alert. Background. The sky is bright with soft sunlight filtering through the trees, and birds can be heard chirping in the distance. A wide-angle view of the pond from Mimi's perspective, showing the still water and a small duckling, Dodie, swimming joyfully in the center of the pond. Action. The camera pans slowly across the scene, focusing on Dodie splashing and swimming unaware of any danger. Background. The wind gently rustles the trees, and the water is calm, reflecting the blue sky and occasional drifting clouds. Scene. A wide shot of Dodie, the duckling, swimming closer to the middle of the pond as the water starts to ripple more aggressively. Action. Dodie flaps her wings and splashes playfully, but the camera shifts dramatically as the current begins to pull her further into the deeper part of the pond. Background. The wind picks up, creating small waves in the water, and the sky begins to dim slightly, signaling a change in weather. Scene. A close-up shot of Dodie's face, showing panic as she realizes she's being pulled by the strong current. Action. The camera moves dynamically with Dodie as she struggles to swim against the force, her legs kicking frantically in the water. Background. The water becomes choppy, with dark clouds slowly forming overhead, creating a tense atmosphere. Scene. A wide shot of Mimi on the tree, her body tensed as she spots Dodie in danger, ready to leap. Action. Mimi jumps from the branch in a swift, graceful motion, her body extending midair as she heads toward the pond. Background. The wind blows through the trees, and the leaves scatter, creating a sense of urgency as the scene zooms in on Mimi's action. Scene. A close-up view of Mimi landing softly on the ground near the pond, her eyes locked on Dodie as she prepares to act. Action. Mimi crouches low, her muscles coiled like a spring, ready to dash along the pond's edge to reach Dodie. Background. The sky darkens slightly, and the water continues to swirl aggressively in the background. Scene. A side view of Mimi racing along the edge of the pond, moving quickly and with precision as she leaps onto rocks to get closer to Dodie. Action. Mimi jumps effortlessly from rock to rock, her movements fluid and fast, reaching the spot where Dodie struggles against the current. Background. The water splashes against the rocks, and the sky is now overcast with dark clouds gathering, adding to the tension of the moment. Scene. A dramatic close-up of Mimi reaching out with her paw to grab onto Dodie's feathers as the duckling is about to be pulled under by the current. Action. Mimi grabs Dodie firmly, pulling her out of the water with a powerful tug, saving her just in time. Background. The water roars behind them, but the focus remains on the intense moment of rescue, with the sky appearing ominous overhead. Scene. A wide shot of the shore as Mimi pulls Dodie safely onto the grass, both animals wet and exhausted. Action. Mimi carefully places Dodie on the soft ground, her body protectively standing over the duckling. Background. The wind starts to calm down, and the water in the pond becomes less turbulent, signaling the end of the immediate danger. Scene. A close-up of Dodie lying on the ground, panting heavily but slowly recovering as she looks up at Mimi with gratitude. Action. Dodie flutters her wings weakly as Mimi gently licks her feathers, reassuring her that she's safe. Background. The clouds begin to part, allowing beams of sunlight to break through, casting a soft, warm light on the scene. Scene. A peaceful wide shot of Mimi and Dodie sitting side by side on the grass near the pond, both animals gazing out at the calm water. Action. Mimi wraps her tail gently around Dodie in a protective gesture, while Dodie rests her head against Mimi in gratitude.